Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. This is IAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because everybody's burned out, completely fried, had it, done. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And today we have a sponsor, Delete Me, which I will talk about in a bit. I'm at a cool spot that so many people have told me about called Hilltop Park in Signal Hill, California. It's just right next to Long Beach. It's a big oil town, a lot of oil derricks and stuff on top of the hill, but they've got this cool park on top of the hill that everybody goes to and enjoys the view. But it's funny, I was going to cover this, and Dr. Marvin sent me this story, the exact story I was going to cover. And think about this: burnout at work, burnout with society, burnout with life is at a 10-year high right now. Now, being a psychotherapist, psychologist, uh, you know, working with people to work through their issues. I don't want to say what type of therapist he is, the age group, or anything like that. But one thing that Dr. Marvin has just been a real good source to talk about just people and what they deal with. During the pandemic, so many of us, had different stresses that we've never had before in our lives. Are we, going to be around? Or our job's going to be here? Our career, am I going to be able to pay my bills? Everything that we had to deal with. The problem with it is that the stress was building up prior to the pandemic. It wasn't just like that's the thing that started it. People were having difficulties prior to that time. And that just exacerbated it, just made it worse. Now, here's the thing. From a guy who has been dead broke in his life and had to feed his kids and pay his rent and get through life, making a car payment and just trying to struggle through it, I know what this is like. And yeah, there's better days today than there were at other times in my life. But it's really weird. Now that I look back on this stuff, I wouldn't have traded that for anything. It's made me a much better businessman, better parent, better person, better friend, better everything. And the one thing that I don't get right now is we have a society right now where people don't want to deal with the stress and don't want it to be, oh, you have no idea how tough it is. I do. We all do. We all have it. Now, Dr. Marvin wrote me something that more people are coming for therapy with work-related stress. Now, I'm telling you guys, I have some great people out there that write me. I'm not going to single them out right now because of the fact that it will give them away on who they are. But people that have different sales jobs, people that have different jobs in construction, finance, the legal space, the medical space, everything. And we're all dealing with the same thing. Life is tough right now. People are underemployed like you've never seen before in your life. And what I mean by that is they're not paid what they're worth. They may have a degree, and with that degree, it's not getting them what they thought it was going to get them, which is terrible. It's very, very sad that people are living through this right now. And, a big stress is the student loan problem. People have student loans and don't get it that they thought that this was going to be the key to, a fortune and happiness, and it's not. And we've all had jobs where we work for somebody that we hate, cannot stand them, underqualified, telling us what to do, people that are mean, people that are just awful people, that are social misfits, that could not do anything in their lives, outside of that job. And do they take it out on other people? Hell yes, every day. And being the victim of some of this stuff, I've had to look back now. Now I laugh at these people and think about where they're at compared to where I'm at today. So it's easy. Sometimes people say, oh, it's really easy for you to say because you're doing well. Guys, I'm telling you, I learned more from striking out. I learned more from being down and out than I ever did from making a lot of money. Remember that. And the one thing that I will never forget is, having it tough. My father taught me something. And yeah, I've told this story before, and it was the Muhammad Ali story where, this was in the early 80s, Muhammad Ali needed to earn $10,000 a day just to pay his bills. And my dad said, that's nothing. If you go out and you can sell, you could do that every day. Okay? It's kind of crazy to think about. But he was right. He was right. You could go do that if you put your mind to it. Now, let's go back to Dr. Marvin for a second. Think about this, because he wrote me this and I'm going to share it. His son was a paratrooper, okay? Jumped out of helicopters, okay? He was an infantryman, jumped out of planes, okay? You want some stress? Hey, this is where we're going today. Hurry, go now, okay? Now, his son doesn't understand the stress in work situation, because this guy saw stuff that you and I will never see. But this guy, even if he was practicing, was jumping out of a plane for a living and landing in different territories and different places across the globe. Okay, well, that's some stress for you. It's some real life Mission Impossible stuff that none of us have to deal with. Okay, but you want to tell me how tough it is? My boss wants me to come in and work all the time. Okay, good luck. Good luck. You know, the telltale sign of somebody that has stress related problems at work and is their lack of performance. Performance drops off. That's where somebody's having stress right now in work. That's the first sign. I have a bunch of stories below for you, in addition to the 10-year problem that we have when it comes to this stress situation. Which I'm not making light of this by any means, but I'm telling you guys, you have to come to some type of solution in your life in every problem. If it's financial, you got to fix it. If you are abusing drugs and alcohol, you got to fix it. You know, you can kid yourself and act like it's not a problem, but it is. And you're affecting everything from your own health to the relationships in your life to the people around you and people that care about you that will stop caring about you because of your abuse at some point. Remember that. Now, do I have all the answers? Of course not. But I've told you guys I'm a student of life. And being a student of life is that I learned, wow, I really screwed that one up. Try this one. Okay? You know, as a parent, you try to be a better parent all the time. I try to lead by example and still get frustrated and still get angry and still have everything happen to me. But I'm telling you this right now. As difficult as this world is, you can fix this. You can fix your life. You can not let this bother you. God, I mean, work through this. Work through this. You know, I've just seen everything. I've seen everything. I've seen things you can't even believe. I've seen a woman with stage 4 cancer that ran a business every day and would go up and down with her health on a weekly basis. Some days good, some days bad, but wanted to move forward for life to make herself happy. And you want to bitch and moan that your boss is mean to you? Okay, okay, that's your thing. Can't find a date? Yeah. Look at you. Look at you. Be the best version of you. Seriously. Be the best employee. Be the best spouse. Be the best friend. Be the best of everything. Be your best health. Do it. And you will be somebody that people want to be around. Okay? If you can't be good for yourself, why would anybody want to be with you? Why would they want to hire you? I get a kick out of all these different people that cannot get jobs right now or can't get dates. We'll just use socialization and connecting with people. Why? What are you doing wrong? How dare you say that it's me? I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. I'm really smart. I make a lot of money, Dan. You're going to have all these people have all these excuses. But man, just get yourself out there. Be better in everything you do. But work through this and work through this. Get out of the house. Some exercise. Look at someplace new that you've never been before. Okay? 20 stories in the air. It's bitching. It's very cool. It's fun. Yeah, it's a working class town. Yeah, it's, oil derricks and stuff like that. But it's just a different view, different perspective on this. Hallelujah is a company. Never heard of it, Dan. Neither did I until I heard this. Well, what they did was they used to have, during the pandemic, they had telework. What's that? Well, you could work via your phone from your house. We sell energy. We're an energy company. They demanded In May, everybody comes back to work. 25% of the staff is leaving. We quit. We're not going to do this. Not coming back into that office ever again. I have the greatest job in the world sitting on my ass at my house and not having to listen to my boss. And productivity dropped, had to hire more people to make it as effective. But with that being said, I'm not going to put myself through this. So, what's the answer, guys? I'm telling you this right now. You are not alone. People are doing more for less. Every company that I know out there that is a service company right now has to give more for the same amount of money or they lose customers. Has to offer more. You have to be on time. You have to be early. You have to thank people and be gracious in everything that you do. We live in a society where we're supposed to tip everybody, and if you don't give a proper tip, you're, you're some type of deadbeat. And my favorite is the DoorDash workers, which I hate DoorDash. I hate all that stuff because I've been in many, many dozens and dozens of restaurants where the food sits there the entire time I'm eating, and then a guy finally picks it up and takes it, thinking that you're getting hot food delivered. And then that person demands an extra tip. Hey, listen, it's raining outside. I want an extra tip. And Dr. Marvin sent me that other story too about that, which is funny because it gets too much. Tipping culture is too much. Going to the stadium, going to the Angel games, and I buy my friends food and beer and stuff like that. And, I asked them, are you finally getting your tips again? And yes, they're finally getting their tips. Guys, it's May, okay? It's 2 months into the baseball season, and these people are finally getting the tips that everybody leaves at every single home game. Isn't that terrible? Had to chase that down for these people so they could get that. Oh, you don't understand the math and the payroll system that we use. Yeah, okay, I don't understand business. Wrong. People don't tip Anaheim Stadium. They don't tip the Angels. They tip the guy that served them, that made them laugh, that was having a great day and everything like that, or the gal for that matter. Okay? Work through this. Work through your own happiness, guys. I'm telling you this right now. When you see an epidemic, okay, and you have a brilliant therapist. Now, Dr. Marvin's written books. I want to have an event someday, and we're going to fly Dr. Marvin out just to have him. I'm going to fly out Laura and Don and all these other people that are just contributors to the channel all the time that are faceless people that we don't get to meet, but we should meet these people because they all are like-minded. Politically, I don't know who these people vote for. I don't care. Okay? But do they all want to work through the problems of what we're all going through? Yes. Every single one of us are the same in that. We all have the same challenges. Let me know what you think about this so far, but I'm telling you guys, it all starts with you. It all starts with you not letting things get to you, not fighting with people, not fighting with everybody, your spouse, your kids, everything. Does it mean you just let people roll over on you? Absolutely not. You know that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to go out and you've got to create happiness from within, with your job, with your business, with everything, with your customers, and just shrug it off, baby. Move on, okay? And move on and be happy. But I'm telling you, if you don't, it's easy for the rich guy to say this. No, guys, I've been so broke, okay? And my friends that I would do anything for, the ones that were there for me, the ones that I needed a sofa to sleep on when I was dead ass broke, that have been there for me. Yeah, I will never forget them. Okay, and they know it. They know that if they called me for anything, I would drop anything at a moment's notice to be there for these people. What type of friend are you? What type of father are you? What type of son are you? Seriously, mend fences, be kind, say thank you, and be polite. Okay, there's more to cover on this. Let's talk about our sponsor, Delete Me. One thing that is a real problem in all of our lives is our personal information being disseminated on the internet. There is a great company out there called Delete Me that will help eliminate this and get your name, phone number, your email addresses, photos of you, your job, your home's value, everything about you taken off the internet. If you go to joindeleteme.com/IAllegedly, you can save 20% off the price. But think about this. We have all of our data at risk all the time. You don't want this. One thing that people don't realize is that there are hundreds and hundreds of these data brokers that sell our personal information all the time. there's something you can finally do about that. Contact Delete Me today. Use the link below. If you don't want to use the link below, use this QR code. Take a picture of it with your phone, and you can sign up today for this. So contact Delete Me today and get your information off the internet. Let them know that I allegedly sent you. There's a lot more to cover. Liberty Bank, never heard of it until this story. They just announced that they're closing 6 more branches uh, in Connecticut. Well, sorry. Sorry, Connecticut people. You're not going to have another bank to go to. It's terrible, guys. Remember, central bank, digital currency. We don't need those branches. And the reason for that is you don't understand the math of running a financial institution where, guys, it gets ridiculous. It's the same story. We're not making enough money. But again, the poorest and the elderly suffer the most from this. Uh, Dylan Bundy, he went out and changed jobs. Good for him, got a better job. Only problem was he had a $114,000 check to transfer from his one 401k to the new one. And what did they do? They mailed him a check. Somebody stole the check and cashed it. Paycheck says, that's not on us, it's on you. Why didn't you do the electronic transfer? You told us to send you a check. So he's been fighting for them for 2 years, guys. 2 years. Now, again, what I always preach is, know when something's going to be shipped out. I just got a brand new credit card, and it was supposed to be in my mail on Thursday of last week. I don't have it yet. So everybody's on the lookout. And what do? When do you issue a new card? Because I'm not going to be responsible if somebody goes out and buys themselves a Harley on that thing, because you could buy yourself some. It would be insane, the stuff you could buy with this new credit card. Oh, sir, you wouldn't be responsible for any of that. Okay, remember that. Okay. What time was this phone call? Who am I speaking with? Okay. Anyways, Clint Eastwood steps forward. And Clint Eastwood just turned 95. And he said, if you do not move, you are lost. Remember that, guys. You have to have purpose in your life. You have to have purpose. Now, do we all get to be Dirty Harry and shoot people and be in westerns and make movies till we're 95? No, of course not. But again, guys, you have to have a purpose-driven life. The people that I know that are happiest in retirement, all my buddies that are retired, getting a pension, are all people that are doing something extra on the side, something that makes them feel good. It's just great. One guy travels. One guy spent a month traveling and ended up in Italy when they announced the new pope. He was there. He was in the crowd. I've seen pictures. I mean, it's very cool. But just how the trip worked out. He didn't plan it. None of us knew when the pope was going to be named. So he got to be there for that. Linda Chapman, I love this one. She complained to her landlords over and over and over again because she was on a fixed income and in a housing project, and they had raccoons in her walls. And the raccoons, I would really wish that there was video of this, but there's not. They would poke their head through her, the different vents, and the raccoon paws would come out through the walls and stuff. And she finally got somebody there that got rid of 9 raccoons that were living in the walls of her house. So it could be worse, guys. It could be worse. But this poor lady, somebody finally helped her. Somebody finally helped her. So I'm telling you guys, it's always something with this. So I'm going to finish this video with these last few things. First things first, we have a private channel called IAllegedly Live. You sign up at IAllegedly.tv. It's all the uncensored stuff that we can't talk about, everywhere else other than that spot. So check it out today. Don't forget to join our email list, because we have an email going out immediately, and you don't want to miss out on that. And final stories. I love people that start businesses where we should fix this. We got to do something about this. Robert Samuel was waiting in line for his iPhone in New York City and said there's got to be a better way for this. So what did he do? He went out and started a business where you pay people up to $40 an hour to wait in line for you. Hi, I'm Dan. Pay them, and they work through the line, whether it be concert tickets, an iPhone, anything like that that requires a line. And there's a lot of people that go, the guy's probably going to be there 2 or 3 hours. Oh my gosh, $80 to sit there and pay that guy? Where do I sign up for that? I love businesses like that. But read the story. It'll be the final story in the video description below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out our sponsors. It's a very exciting time right now. Work through everything, guys. You want to reach out to me, it's hello@IAllegedly.com. But again, you're not alone with the stress. We're all feeling it. We all feel it on a daily basis. People get upset with you. People get upset with each and every one of us. But you gotta navigate this, and you gotta find joy in something. Okay? Good luck. Reach out anytime. I'll see you very soon.